right.
We're live again.
Yay!
Hooray.
Let's hope it sticks this time.
Yes. Okay, so we were talking about Black Panther.
We were.
And how Shuri should definitely be next Black Panther because it's canon. But
Mm-hmm.
they could also cast the his general, his like first lieutenant general,
Oh,
maybe.
oh yeah.
McCoy, yeah.
They could.
But I would love it if it was Shuri.
Yeah, I'm.
Yep.
I think they can pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
I mean, she is the next royal in line. Hello.
Yep.
Yep. So, next on the list, November 11th, which will be one of my son's birthdays. 2022 November. Maybe I'll take him to movies for his birthday. The Marvels.
Which
is
is the next
coming
in the Captain Marvel.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I figured, but just
Uh,
double checking. I'm wondering if that means that the little girl that was in Captain Marvel the first is gonna show up all grown up and get powers.
like she did in WandaVision.
Because
Exactly.
that's I miss seeing most of WandaVision.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah. Monica's in that.
Monica Rambeau totally shows up
Okay,
in WandaVision, and she gets her powers, and you get to see it.
excellent. That means she'll be in the movie then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen on that. We'll see.
Again,
If
I'm very burned out by Marvel, which is why I haven't seen most of WandaVision. I have not watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
I would
they're
have thought
doing
you'd been
such
all
a
over
good
that
job
already.
with TV now, though. Because
And
they were bad
here's-
at it. Like, DC really had them on that one, and no one was arguing different. And now I feel like they finally got these shows down.
I'll get to it eventually. But, I'm a little burned out. Also, my favorite character is not going to be in the movies anymore. So, there's that.
But you also like Bucky.
I do like Bucky. I
But
feel
he's
bad
with
for
Steve.
him. I feel really bad for him because now he's by himself. Steve went and fucked off, and it's fine. He got married to the love of his life, but now
He got to have
Bucky
his own life.
is stuck there. He's the man out of time. So,
Well, and he's got his issues he's got to figure out and
mhm.
grow up and live his own life. Like, he's got to figure out what he wants. I mean, Steve lived for everybody else for so long, and then he got to go have his life, and now Bucky has to figure out who the hell he is because he's not a brainwashed, Manchurian candidate anymore.
Mhm.
And you see some of that in Winter Soldier. You see him starting to, like, make amends. He's got his own little version of the 12-step program for all the murder.
We all need the 12-step program for the murders.
Murdering.
Okay, so Ant-Man.
Sorry.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's-
Quantumania. Okay.
Yep. Meh. I,
The only part of
Ant-Man's
that I'm
fun.
really curious about is there's a lot of speculation from other parts of the universe and how some stuff happened, whether Ant-Man actually, like, using that weird quantum situation and his travels, like, fills some holes and gaps in the universe.
Yeah, maybe.
And I'm just curious about that for the continuity. The Ant-Man movies were just, like, I really liked the first one. The second one was just like, okay, action film.
Mhm.
But if they're talking about the quantum thing, maybe they're going to start to do things like make him more interesting and fill, pseudoscience holes. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume
This is-
3.
Look at
That I'm intrigued by, especially after looking at the Plus series and seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
oh my
I
gosh.
need to know more about this.
I haven't
Uh,
seen that. Where's that?
It's down in the Disney Plus series.
Yeah,
It's
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 gonna
a
come out next year.
television
Oh,
series that's
okay,
coming
okay.
out. Yeah, it's not out yet.
All right.
Yeah.
I was like, did I miss?
I'm
How
like,
could I miss
I need
that?
to know more.
I just I just feel I mean spoilers I guess for Endgame if you haven't seen it. Um I
Why
just
are you listening?
I feel horrible for Star-Lord because I I know they're gonna try and be like, oh, he's gonna get together with the Gamora that you know was
Mm-hmm.
from the other timeline, and also I hate time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame was almost unpalatable because of all the time travel, but um, it just but it bothers me because his Gamora died. She's dead. Him trying to get with the other Gamora actually bothers me.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's
it's
kind of
not the
weird.
same person.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can look at it as like they have the chance to get off on a different foot. But it's also like, I don't know. I mean, he's cheating.
Kind of. Ugh.
Like he knows, I don't know, like her soul. You know what I mean? Like he has that advantage of what did and didn't work in the past for him to try and win her over. And that's kind of, I don't know,
I
it's just
guess,
kind of
but
weird.
she's literally a different person. She's had different experiences.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway,
that's neither here nor there. That's my personal problems with the plot that they have decided to go with.
yeah. So they announced some of this so far out. Like, I don't think I've ever seen any. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is announced for May 5th, 2023.
Hmm.
I never see timelines that far out. Do you think it's
Well,
because they had this stuff in production they had to halt they can do that?
maybe, but also I
Or are they just trying to hype?
if I recall, they planned out to Endgame way in advance. Like they had their big list the first go around when they did
Yeah.
their first big arc, and it went out for years. Like I think it was the list. The list was dropped. I want to say 2017, and it was the plan to 2019.
But there's so much that
So
had to be shuffled around
mhm.
that to go this far in advance just seems, I don't know, it's interesting. It's definitely different than what I've seen before as far as actual, like an actual release date. Because, I mean, we've gotten stuff where they've delayed it and, you know, they put out trailers and they haven't even finished, you know, some of the CGI yet. And I'm like, there's been things I almost didn't go see. It was like, oh my gosh, that looks terrible. Spider-Man has still had all the weird, like, Sony, not Sony stuff going on. So that had to be shuffled around. Chadwick Boseman died, and there are articles about that. Like people were just, are we gonna do this anymore? I mean, Marvel said, yeah, we're gonna go ahead, but they had to completely rewrite it,
Mhm.
and that's a lot to do with this ambitious a schedule. So I hope it all comes out on time. Um, and I'm
We'll
curious about the
see.
new properties.
Well, it's also Disney, and like they would have to do their animated films like in 4 years. Like you started it 4 years before
Yeah,
that planned release date, so
they're used to that kind of ambitious, like knowing
yeah.
ahead of time. Yeah, and I
And
guess they
even
have
that,
that
like
more.
stuff got moved around, and like the Black Cauldron got pushed back multiple times because they put people on the Rescuers, they put people on Great Mouse Detective, on Oliver and Company, Fox and the Hound, and then like Don Bluth, and yeah, stuff happens.
And I'm also interested that there's not, like, usually there's more Christmas release, and I wonder if that's shifted. Like Spider-Man is December 17th, so that's a Christmas release, but next year they don't have a Christmas release listed. And like, is that because they don't want to compete with something Disney's doing separately, or the one we haven't mentioned yet, Fantastic Four? That's TBA. Is that going to be I don't think it can hit the 2022, but maybe it can hit
Which
the 2022 Christmas.
I just want to
Because that's a big
point
deal.
out. I just
Everybody,
want to point out how hilarious it is that uh, Captain America was once the Human Torch, and now it will be someone else.
Ah,
yeah, there's a lot of that with Fantastic Four and the horrible, the bad movies that were made, and people don't want them to exist. There's a lot of pressure to do this one right.
Yeah.
so your December 16th, 2022 is Avatar 2,
Ah,
which
that would make
Jeff,
sense why they're like, nope.
do November.
All
Nobody wants to
right.
listen to that.
My snood is complete.
Yay, Snood. Linda's our multitasking host.
Yeah, the Disney Plus series looks cool too. Like I've watched them all. We're looking forward to Loki and definitely What If.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah, I want to get through those for sure. I'm not sure. I feel like WandaVision has legs. That's supposed to start up again in January. That seems. No, that's already done. Oh, this article says upcoming. Hold on, so we need to skip. So yeah, Loki's next.
Okay.
Loki's next. Then What If?
I'm psyched for
What
Loki.
if-
I think that looks really cool from the trailers.
That's what the headpiece I was talking about, the little one where that he's wearing with his suit that has the little horns. That's the one I'm basing my like
okay.
costuming on.
Okay.
I'm really excited about Miss Marvel. Presentation.
You skipped Hawkeye. Everyone always forgets Hawkeye.
I love Hawkeye.
Not so much forget as should have died. I'm sorry. I'm upset
What?
that Black Widow got shafted and got killed and could have
It's-
just as easily been him.
It's
They
what she
even
wanted.
filmed it.
It's what she wanted.
What is this What If?
The
Oh,
What If series is basically like they take different it's basically what if scenarios, like what if oh
What
my
if it was a
God.
ladybug that bit Peter Parker instead
Yeah,
of
what if it's a
Spider-Man?
ladybug that bit Peter Parker? What if
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It-
my
it's just
husband
weird,
explained that to
wacky-
me.
alternate reality kind of
I'm
thing.
pretty sure they're doing what if Peggy Carter was Captain America. I'm pretty sure that was on their list. I saw a list somewhere of like ones that people really wanted them to do. And there's a few others.
I like this idea. And
I mean,
apparently it was a
it's-
comic series. Like I said, my
it's-
husband was explaining to me because he read some of those comics.
It's gonna be very episodic.
I
also
like
looking
that
forward
kind of
to-
thing, though. Standalones.
Mhm.
Why not?
What were you saying?
Oh, I'm looking forward to She-Hulk as well, because in my head it's like Ally McBeal, but presented by Marvel. So I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I'm worried about She-Hulk. Like I hope they do a good job. I know a lot of She-Hulk fans who are really looking forward to it, and I don't want them to be disappointed. I'm looking forward to Moon Knight. Moon Knight is one of the very few Marvel comics I read a very, very long time ago, and it's one of those I never thought would be in a movie. I mean, it's just it's weird, and they don't tend to do the more supernatural ones a lot.
Maybe that's why he's getting TV show first.
They're testing the
Maybe.
waters.
Like I had a friend whose web handle was Mark Spector like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I don't know. Like I got to know that through that happening. Cuz I knew a super fan. Yeah, that holiday special, that's going to be a must. It would be really neat if they started doing that. Like that's a good property to do that with every year. Like the Star Wars Lego holiday special was great. I enjoyed it very much. And of course, we always wait for the Doctor Who. We need more nerd holiday specials that happen every year. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy is a good property to do that with.
He introduces them to the meaning of Christmas. Oh Jesus.
Well, and it's
Yeah, I'm
such a
not sure.
like they're like a family who don't have like shit in common and fight all the time but really love each other. So it's ripe for holiday drama.
Maybe it's Groot brings them together and opens up Quill's heart again. Because, like, in
Aw.
my head, I just see Quill, like, grumpily wearing a Santa hat, like, chugging eggnog. And it's just like. So, like, maybe Groot, like, tries to help him out of
Oh
that
no. Groot
grumpy
becomes the
depression.
Christmas Groot becomes the
Bruce
Christmas
the
tree.
tree.
I am Groot.
Oh, yeah, I have to tell you the horrible. I'm building that step in front of my door soon, and we were planning it. My husband wants to put a sign up because you're not going to be able to step on it for a few days. You have to step over it, and he wants to put a sign up so the kids don't step on it saying, I am Groot. I am Grout. I am Grout. And
I'm Groot.
so now I'm going to use that the whole time I'm building it. And if I have complaints and I want to be cussing and swearing, I'm just going to be saying, I am Grout. I am Grout. And then he wants to make a little Groot out of Grout. But too many dad jokes at my house. So I don't know if we have anything to say about the other series they announced. They announced Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, and an untitled Wakanda series. Those are all TBA. We don't know release dates. We don't know what they're going to be about.
Well, Ironheart is it's either Tony
Oh,
Stark's
that's the female Iron Man,
it's
isn't
either,
it?
yeah, it's either his wife or his daughter becomes Ironheart in the comics, I believe.
I think it's his wife first. And actually, they alluded to that in the last Iron Man or another movie.
Well, no, it was in
Sorry,
Endgame.
Riri
She had her own
Williams.
suit.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Endgame, she had her own suit. So
And
maybe
Rob and I
she's
were
gonna.
like, "Ooh, Ironheart! Like it's gonna happen."
I don't know if I want to watch a whole movie with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, Ironheart specifically is Riri Williams, who,
Mm-hmm.
like, takes on, like, I think she builds her own suit and takes on the mantle. Uh, Specifically in the comics after the end of Civil War,
Huh.
when Tony Stark falls into a coma. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, Tony and Pepper's daughter. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about a Wakanda series. I'll decide how I feel about it when we see what they did with the plot for the next movie. I guess. Because that's going to happen first.
Yep.
Any other thoughts? Are you
Excited about
excited?
Miss
Are you going to
Marvel?
go to the movies?
I don't know.
PowerCon?
Well, Linda's burnt out on Marvel, so.
Alright.
It depends. I guess it depends on if one of them catches my attention.
I'm probably going to watch all the things. Because I do.
It's
Well,
been really
remember.
good so far. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited about some of the properties, less excited about the others. I generally have a good time with any of them. Some I really like, and some are just, okay. I'm not sorry I watched it. Remember, folks, you can always chime in. Let us know your thoughts on all the upcoming Marvel adventures. Email us at geekgrills@gmail.com, or you can tweet us at geekgrills. So what are you most anticipating right now, Linda?
I have another commission. Is commission for the goose from Untitled Goose Game.
Yee!
So I'm making one. He's gonna have a little bell and he's gonna have a little bow.
Aw.
Aww.
So
I saw a lot of geese at a birthday party Sunday, and it made me want to play that game again.
But yes, that's my main thing that I'm working on. I'll work on the other things as well if I have time, but since this is an actual paid commission, I want to get it done kind of as fast as I can. So
Right on.
that's what I'm working on.
How about you, Ray?
There is a skate park nearby. It's about 15 minutes from my house that I really want to go check out. So that is kind of my plan. Hopefully I can get somebody to go with me, because I don't know anything about this park. It'll be my first time there.
Look,
Uh,
I'll go with you, but I am not skating.
that
Me
is
and
perfectly fair. They have walking trails that we could go on as well, and
me and things that are not cars that have wheels do not get along.
I was gonna say y'all are coordinated. I can't skate.
I mean,
I
I fall down a lot, but it's
You
fine.
say that. You say I'm coordinated.
But yeah, then probably actually getting some LARP stuff done that since we have tentative game dates now, should probably get on that.
Mhm.
Right on. Well, I'm looking forward to Love, Death, and Robots. Maybe after the show, but being that they drop it all at once, I might save it when I have more time to binge, so I don't stay up too late, because that'll happen. Um, if the last, I've heard it's just as good as the last season was, so looking
Yes.
forward to it. More planting, have to replant our beans, something's eating them. I'm gonna look for some rhubarb just so I have backup and more the way things are going, because I want to make a pie when the seasonal beer comes out at Fourth Creek. I want to be able to make a pie to pair with it, and there I might not have enough rhubarb on my plants to harvest yet then, so I might want to get some backup.
Okay.
I'm looking forward. Friday, Rob has a gig. They called today and had a cancellation, so he's playing in public at Unwind. So I'm gonna get me some shrimp and grits. Reserve some calories for that. That'll be nice. And then karaoke on Saturday. And the lobster truck is at the brewery and karaoke. So that's gonna be great. I also downloaded Genshin Impact on my iPad. I was playing it on the phone for a while, and it's a really fun little game, but I got kind of stuck with some of the mechanics, and I just put it down. But Rob had suggested recently, and I said, "Oh, that's a good idea because I have an iPad now, and in that form factor, it might work better, and it's so pretty. It's a nice game." So that's going to be the game thing this week. Remember, folks, you can always come watch us record live at twitch.tv/geekgrills. That's most Monday evenings. Our next one will be on May 24th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
And in addition to the subs and bits that we get on Twitch, we are supported by our amazing patrons. You are the greatest girlfriends on the internet. You can become a patron at www.patreon.com/grills. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to us for free every month on Twitch.
And another way to show your support is by leaving us a review. You can do so on any of your podcast catchers. Leaving a review is free and they help our ranking, which helps other people find our podcast. Also, you can join our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter if you'd like to help spread the word.
And where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitch and Instagram under the name madcap_misc. That's MISC. And you can check out my website at madcapm.com.
You can find me on Instagram under Dapple Dame and on Twitch as Ray Ino.
I can be reached at 9 of 12 on Twitter and Twitch. You can hear me on the Heresy and Hearsay podcast. And you can find the Jen, well, just find all her stuff at thejensays.com because she owns it. Thanks for listening, everyone, and have a great day. Good game.
GG!
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Okay, cool.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! I think the only title we have in is the one I put in, which is a 12-step program for the murders.
Sure.
That's right.
I think it's good.
Okay.
That's so what Bucky is doing in Winter Soldier.
Mm.
His list, like all that apology and making amends, and like I know people have been through the program. I know somebody in a program right now, and it's like he's not responding to a friend of ours who's much closer to him than I was, and I was like, well, when he has to apologize to people he's wrong, you'll hear from him. Right now, he's not allowed to talk to anybody who still drinks. Like, it's just the way it is. I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop streaming.